to the Geeky Girls Knit podcast. I'm Cece, also known as Java Pearl.
I'm Damaris, also known as Damaris Stash, a bit weird.
And we're glad to have you today. Today is, Wednesday, the 10th of June, 2015, and this is episode 144. If you are a returning viewer, you may be realizing that we're not recording in our normal spot. We're going to tell you more about it later, but we will apologize now for any ambient noise. We are in a park here in Edinburgh, and there are walking paths and fields, and there's a road over this way, so you may get some ambient noise. Hopefully it's not too distracting. We wanted to record outside for you today, and hopefully we're not squinting too much because the sun is coming this way, but we wanted to get this location back here in the background because we're going to tell you more about that in Yummies. Is that everything I need to say about that?
Sure.
Okay, so we'd like to say a big welcome back to all our returning viewers. We love you guys. And a big hi to any new viewers. We hope you enjoy the show. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for giving us a shot. I don't know, I'm all convoluted a little bit because we're not in our normal thing. Mare, we have a new member who introduced herself this week, so why don't you give her a shout out?
Mary, who is Knit or Trouble from Texas.
Welcome. We're glad to have you. So Mare, if somebody is not a member of our Ravelry group, what should they do?
Join.
And then what?
Introduce yourself in our introductions thread and you'll get a shout out on our next episode.
All right, well, we have things piled all around us here, so we probably should get started so we can tell you about it. Here we go.
Now we're going to talk about what's on our needles.
So what's on your needles, Mare?
I am making the Barley Hat by Tin Can Knits.
Yes.
I'm using US 6s.
Yeah, 4 mil.
4 millimeters and US 8s 5 millimeters. And the yarn is Patterns UK Fab DK in the raspberry colorway.
Which still doesn't look raspberry. So who are you making this hat for?
Noah, the same little boy who I made the bag for.
Okay. So you had leftover yarn, so that's what you're working on now. Yes. So how far along are you in the project? I mean, how much more do you have?
I still need to finish the main body of the hat, and then I have to do decreases.
Okay. But I would imagine that since it's a child-size hat, you're probably going to have it done in the next week or so.
Maybe.
That'd be my thoughts. So, so do you have anything else on your needles?
No.
Okay.
So what's on your needles?
Okay, so let's start with, in my Doctor Who bag, my design bag, I am working on Damaris has the show notes sitting right here because we tried to sit them up here on the bench that we're next to and they kept falling. So we apologize for for having to look away a little bit. So I am working on the third sock pattern for the Doctor Who Companion Sock Club 3rd edition. I am so in love with this pattern. And the yarn, the colors, and there's not a speck of pink in it. So I'm so in love with it, and it doesn't even have pink. So it's really, really amazing. I am getting close to the heel. I think I might have maybe half a repeat left of the design element on the foot because I'm doing a toe up. So those are going very, very smoothly, and I am enjoying that process and need to get the pattern finished so I can get it out to my testers. All right, next up, I am working on a pair of vanilla socks. I am utilizing the Tube Socks for Kids pattern by Jane Richmond, and I am using, these are also for Noah, who's Damaris is making the hat for. So these are his birthday socks. I'm on US 1.5, 2.5 mil, and I'm using West Yorkshire Spinner Signature 4-ply from their Birds line in the blue tick colorway. So this is how far I have gotten. I'm doing them 2 at a time, but I ran out of yarn, and they're not long enough. So Damaris had the West Yorkshire Spinners Signature 4-ply in the poppy seed colorway left over from her Star Trek hat that she knit. So she gave it to me, and I'm going to use it just to continue. I only have about, I want to say maybe 1.5 inches in the ribbing to go to make them as long as I want to make them, because I want them long enough that they'll grow with him. So, but last week when we recorded, I had just barely started. I was right there where that marker is. So I have knit all of this week. So I have a feeling if I can work on these even a little bit that they will be done by next week. And his birthday's not till July, so that's fabulous. I'm doing great. Okay, next up, let me show you my zigzag blanket that's in my lovely, sparkly London bag that Sam Knit Run Dig gifted to me. That's the wrong bag. I lied. My zigzag blanket is in my Paris bag from Knit Run Dig. So this is the 10 stitch zigzag pattern by Frankie Brown, and I'm using US 4's 3.5 mil needles. So I finished a second stripe this week. Just set that there. So I finished the pink stripe, which is in the bubbly colorway from Spun Right Round. Does that sound right? I think so. So last week when we recorded, I was at this point where this fun little jingly bells stitch marker is. So I did from there all the way here, all the way here, all the way here. And then last night I added, this is from, I'm sorry if you can hear that mechanical noise. They're working over there or something and we didn't expect them to. Hopefully it's not too distracting. This new color that I just added in is Say Something Nice from the Doctor Who Villains sock kit that I did with Julia from Pandia's Jewels. So I've just started and just done one repeat of that. And then what is in my London bag is my Mia by Jennifer Wood. This is a free pattern on Knitty, and it's on US 3's 3.25 mil needles, and it's West Yorkshire Spinners Air Valley DK in the Knickerbocker Glory colorway. So here we are, and I'm working in the round now, which means the rows are really long. So last week when we recorded, I put in a marker. So I have knit from right there to there. So about maybe 2 inches. So I am probably more than halfway through the second of 7 skeins of yarn. So I'm making good progress on that. It just takes time to get all the way around that circle because there's so many stitches on it. But I'm making good progress on it. I think that is everything that is on my needles. So let's move on to the next segment.
And now we're going to talk about her finished projects.
Okay, so first up is my weekly preemie hat. This is from my free top-down preemie hat pattern on Ravelry. This is number, what number am I on? I can't see the screen now. 23 for this year. And what are my yarns?
King Cole Marina Blend DK in the dusky pink colorway and an unknown blue yarn.
Yes. And I am so addicted to the pom-poms right now, and so this one actually did pretty well to be a stripy mixed color one. So that's fun. And I use that US 6's 4 mil needles for that. And then the other thing on my needles, off my needles that I finished, is the third of 6 Christmas stockings for my sister. This is from the Mix and Match Socks pattern by Nancy Lindberg on US 8's 5 mil needles, and it's Cascade 220 in the Christmas Red, Highland Green, and Grist colorway. So that's number 3 of 6 done. And that's everything I finished this week. Yep. It feels like with all the knitting I did this week, it feels like I should have finished more, but I didn't. So anyway. All right, well, let's move on to the next segment. And now it's time for our favorite part of the show, Yummies. Yummies. What are Yummies, Mare?
Yummies are our current favorite things, things we like, things we want to talk to you about.
Yummies. So first up, we're going to tell you where we are. So we are actually across the road from our flat. There is a park called Inch Park, and that is where we're at. But behind us, this over here, above Damaris, that is the back of Arthur's Seat. So I pulled up the Wikipedia page about Arthur's Seat, and I'm going to tell you just a smidge about it so you know where we're at. So this is the back side of it. It is the main peak of the group of hills in Scotland that form most of Holyrood Park. It is right in the city center up here in Edinburgh. It's about 1 mile, which is 1.6 kilometers to the east of Edinburgh Castle. And it is 250.5 meters, which is 822 feet tall. We have not climbed it because y'all know why. I just haven't been able to yet, but maybe sometime. There are some easy ascents places to it, but there's also a rock climbing venue where you can go up the side of it. And the name, it's all like, what, of the word.
Arthurian?
No, that's not what I was trying to say. There's different theories for why it's named Arthur's Seat. But the primary one is that it was a possible location for Camelot and King Arthur. So that's potentially why it's called Arthur's Seat. So you're just seeing the very back side of it. But when we go into city center, because we are in the southern part of Edinburgh, when we go into city center, we pass by it, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful, and maybe someday we'll be able to go and climb it, because the views apparently are just amazingly beautiful from the top. I'm going to put a link in the show notes to the Wikipedia page about it so that you can read more about it if you're interested. So next up, Mara, you want to share what you did this weekend?
I did a show with my drama class.
Mm-hmm. So what did y'all do?
We sang 2 songs, Singing in the Rain and Happy Talk, and we did a short 1-act play called Nobody Famous.
So who did you play in Nobody Famous?
The fortune teller.
What was your name?
Madame Mooch.
Madame Mooch. So can you tell us just a smidgen about what that's about?
These 2 girls go to a fortune teller, and the fortune teller asks if they want to be famous, and hilarity ensues.
Yes, and y'all end up winning the lottery.
Yes.
Yes. So what I'm going to do here is just put a little clip of at least one of the songs, maybe a clip of both songs, and I'm going to try to find just a little clip of the 1-act play that kind of shows you embracing your role, because you did a wonderful job. But also in the show notes, I have put a slideshow of all the photos I took. Actually, the hubs took them because I was recording the video, as well as a link to the YouTube video that is both songs and y'all's 1-act play. There was other stuff in the show as well, but I didn't film it because Damaris wasn't in it. And I was filming it from sitting in the audience. I didn't have the tripod or anything, so it might be a smidge shaky, and you do see people's heads because I couldn't go like too much higher because it would like block the people behind us from being able to see. So yeah, so we're gonna stop that right here and put in those, and hope you enjoy it.
I have something blue for you.
I see that you require my services.
I need some information.
Information is my middle name, though my abilities have been weakened by all the recent activity.
Okay?
A bit better, yes.
I need to ask you a couple of questions.
Since your friend here wants to know.
Me? Gerard? Oh my gosh, I have reservations for 5 minutes ago. Thank you, Madam Mooch. Bye, Brenda. That was my money. How come she got everything?
She paid for you. You paid for her.
Now for my question.
Oh, my power is fading.
Okay?
Ask her a question.
Happy talking, talking, happy talk. Talk about things you like to do. You've got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come true? If you don't talk happy and you never have a dream, then you'll never have a dream.
So those were the clips. Great job. And now it's summertime.
Yeah.
So we're going to look at putting you in a different drama group this next term and see how it goes. So we'll keep you updated on that. We're waiting for the application date to start. Okay, I am still doing Stash Dash 2015, and so if you want to know about this, there's a link in the show notes that will tell you all about it. But it is hosted by the Knit Girls, and we are coming up. We're probably, what is today? The 10th. We're probably about 3 weeks in now, I would guess. That would be about right. And I think it's 13 weeks total. So I am sitting at 1,554.5 meters that I've done so far. So I still need to do 3,445.5. So I think that I can do it. I think I can make it. I mean, if we're only 3 weeks in and I'm already like 31% done, I think that's pretty good. I would like to try to finish 2 more of the stockings for my sister and finish my Mia because that'll be good yardage, and then design work and socks and all that. So I should be able to get there. I'm gonna try. So okay, is there anything else before we talk about our normal stuff? I don't think so either. Sorry, that glared off of your face. I didn't mean to. So let's talk about hashtag GGK Crafty Pad. So what is it, Mare?
It stands for Geeky Girls Knit Crafty Photo a Day Challenge, and you take a look at our prompt list for the month and take a photo related to the prompt for that day, and then post it anywhere you like, but we pick our favorites from Instagram.
So our theme this month is to go along with our cow. Summertime and the living is easy. Usually say cow. So the prompts all have something to do with summer for the most part, I think. We do have some like numbers and colors and stuff, but yeah. So what are we about to show them?
2 photos from us that we liked and 5 photos from other people that we liked.
So here come the photos. So those were our favorite photos. Great job, everybody. Enjoy was a popular prompt this past week, wasn't it? Y'all don't get to see it. That's why I think that's why I picked my enjoy picture for you to post, because we're obviously not in our normal place, so you're not seeing that I rearranged my whole yarn stash. So maybe next week, I don't know. We're gonna try. Demarcus and I were talking as we were walking over here. That we might try to do several recordings outside this summer. We'll just see how things go, but I do know that there will be ambient noise going on around us, so I need to see when we get back and I work on the editing and getting it ready to push this live for y'all, just how distracting any of the ambient noise is. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully I can filter enough of the background noise out that it won't be a problem. So we'll see how it goes. Y'all let us know what you think. Do you want us to continue to try to find nice places outdoors to record this summer, or would it be better for us just to record inside? So, okay, what are we talking about next, Mare? Upcoming events. So you want to talk about the first one?
This year's Indie Yarn Crawl will be later this month.
No, it's this weekend.
Is this weekend, Saturday the 13th and Sunday the 14th of June.
Yes. So you and I and the hubs are going to go on Sunday after church, because one of the yarn shops is like literally just down the street from our church, and then we'll pop on. Bless you. You okay? Yes. Then we'll pop on a bus and go over to Ginger Twist Studio, which is our LYS, and we're hoping to record some video while we're out and about with the yarn crawl and see how things go. It should be a lot of fun. My Indie Yarn Crawl 2015 sock pattern will be releasing this weekend as well, inspired by the 4th Bridge, which we showed y'all a video of last week. The pattern will be available to purchase online as well as at the Yarn Crawl. Jess has exclusive colorways of yarn, one exclusive colorway of yarn for the pattern though. So if you want to get that, you need to pop over to her shop soonly probably on Saturday, because I'm afraid it's going to sell out. So if you want to get that, pop over there. And let's talk about the Geeky Puffin Knit Palooza. Do you want to tell them about it?
It's a retreat. You and I and our friend Sam, who from Run Dig, are co-hosting here in Edinburgh from the 29th to the 1st of from the 29th of October to the 1st of November.
Yes, and where can they find out more about it?
GeekyPuffinKnitPalooza.com.
Yep. So there's lots of fun stuff going on behind the scenes with some very generous donations for both door prizes and goodie bag stuff. And the Layer It On cowl is going very, very well. We've got some FOs already. What, like maybe 5?
I think so.
Yeah, already just 10 days into the cowl, so that's great. So we still have some space available, so if you want to come, we would love to have you. Just pop over to the website or send us an email. Okay, I think that's it about the retreat, so we should move on to the next segment.
And now we're going to talk about what we're reading and watching.
So what have you been reading there?
I've been reading She-Hulk Volume 1 by Charles Soule and Javier Pulido.
Okay, and so this is a collection of comic books in the She-Hulk series?
Yes.
So how many issues are in it?
6.
6.
And then I finished it actually.
Oh, okay, well that was fast.
Yeah. There are only 6 issues.
Okay, so then what are you reading next?
I don't know.
Okay, so what plan did you and I make for your summer reading?
1 book a month.
At least 1 book a month, but only one of them could be a comic book volume. But you can read more than that, but I want 2 other books that are not comic books for you to read this summer. And I'd be happy if you read more than that.
Yeah.
So you are thinking about what you're going to read next?
Yeah.
Okay. So you should know by next week and have already started it by then.
Yes.
Yes, and we'll put it in the show notes. So I am still reading my nonfiction book number 6 for the year by Brene Brown, the Daring Greatly book, and I love it. It's very good. I think I am at about 45%, so I've been steadily reading at least 5 pages a night to keep me on track to finish by the end of the month. And then fiction-wise, I'm still reading the Anne of Green Gables series. Actually, I'm rereading it. I've read it before multiple times. By Lucy Maud Montgomery, and I finished rereading Anne of Ingleside and Rainbow Valley. So that leaves me just Rilla of Ingleside to read. So I'll be starting that tonight. All right, now let's talk TV. Do you want to start?
Sure. We're rewatching season 4 of Star Trek Enterprise.
So what do you want to talk about? Anything about it?
No.
We watched the 2-part In a Mere Darkly episodes last night. Oh my gosh.
I can't take them seriously.
Wow. So if you've not ever seen it, it is a 2-part episodes that are set in a mirror universe, and so pretty much everybody is evil. So it's the regular characters, but they are playing their evil selves. So
I can't take them seriously.
yeah, it was. It's a really good 2-parter, but yeah, it is hard to take them seriously because we know they're such great people.
No, because they're wearing such bright colors.
Oh my gosh, yeah, and then them wearing the uniforms from the original series. Oh my gosh, it was so funny, so funny. So we are getting close to being done with this, though.
Yes.
So we're gonna have to have a discussion about what's next to watch. We'll have to do that with the hubs because the 3 of us watch it together. Okay, what else are we watching? You and I are both watching Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. We are in season 5. I want to say we're around halfway through season 5. So we're making good progress on that. The hubs and I are rewatching Murdoch Mysteries. So I told y'all last week we couldn't remember where we watched to. So we just started back at the beginning. So we finished rewatching season 1 and now we're in season 2. And the drama has happened that separates Murdoch and Dr. Ogden, but I believe they get back together. I'm hanging on to hope. I can't I want to say they did get back together while we were still watching it the first time, but I can't really remember, which is obviously the problem of why we're having to rewatch it from the beginning, because we can't remember where we started. So, I also finished marathoning season 4 of Scandal. Oh my gosh, I watched like 6 episodes all in one day. It was insanity, and I was just like, oh my gosh, okay, I just can't watch anymore. But I had like 1 episode left. I was like, okay, I'm just going to watch it and be done. So now I am marathoning season 3 of Arrow, and I've just barely started. I think I watched the 2nd episode yesterday of the new season. So the Hubs and Damaris are neither one interested in it, so I'm watching that by myself. Then All Three of Us, do you want us to talk about that one?
We're watching season 10 of Bones as it airs.
Yep, so I think we have 1 episode left. I think the episode this week is the season finale. So I'm sad that it seems like that, what's their names? Angela and Odgens are possibly leaving. I hope they don't, because I really like their characters. But they've been around for 10 seasons, so they might not stay. I don't know. We'll see. And then I'm watching series 3 of Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries as it airs. So, and enjoying that. It's a fabulous show, and I really, really enjoy it. It's out of Australia. So, and that's everything we're watching this week. We've been just watching a ton of Enterprise, because there's not been really much of anything on TV. So we just kind of marathon around 3 episodes a night, and get lots of knitting done during that. So. All right, well, I think we're done with that, so let's move on to the next segment. All right, now we are going to talk about our Summertime and the Living is Easy Cow. This runs for June, July, and August. So it started on the 1st of June and runs through the 31st of August. What can they enter in this, Mare?
Any project that you've knitted, crocheted, weaved, wove, or spun
Yes.
that you can convince us is related to summer.
So how can they do that? We didn't really talk about that much last week, so why don't you give them some examples?
It'd be pattern, name, color, design element.
Something you can wear in the summer.
Yeah.
So like my Mia would be perfect because it's a tank for the summer. You might have some summery colors. Your colorway name might have something to do with summer or the beach or water or sunny day or things like that. But if they can't think of any other way to convince us it's related to summer, how can they do it?
You made it in the summer.
That's right. For this cal, no whips are allowed, so you cannot have started before June the 1st. Thanks for understanding. All right, and feel free to double dip in other cows. It's totally fine with us. All right, so we talked about some prizes last week, but we've had a couple new prizes. So let me just tell you again what the prizes are and what new ones we've had. So I'm going to put the pictures on the screen. So Sam, who is Stealth Dragon on Ravelry, donated one of her Knit Run Dig project bags. This is the bicycle project bag. Christy, who is Christy Ray on Ravelry, donated 2 coupon codes for $5.50 to my Ravelry pattern store. That will get you any single pattern, or you could use it to deduct that amount off of any of my ebooks. Okay, one of our new prizes this week is from Eileen, who is Twisting Pearls, and she donated a skein of Space Cadet Celeste yarn in the Alpha Centauri colorway. Is that how you would say that? Alpha Centauri? And then Lydia, who is Gypsy the Dog, donated a single pattern up to $10 from Ravelry, so the winner will get to choose. And then from our bag of prizes, we put together a little set that is a Yellow Bear Wears greeting card, the Gilver Shawl pattern by Joe Kelly, and the Knitting Woman book by John Vetterlin. So those are the prizes. Thank you so much to our sponsors. We really appreciate that. If you'd like to donate something for a prize, feel free to PM me, Java Pearl, on Ravelry, or send us an email to geekygirlsknit@gmail.com. Let me see if there's anything else to tell you. Every project you finish counts as one entry. You have to be a member of our Ravelry group to participate, and you have to post a picture of your finished project. And then we will close the thread the morning of the 1st of September and then announce winners on the next podcast after that. And you'll have 30 days to claim your prize or you forfeit it. And there is a chatter thread on Ravelry. So check that out. We've had, you need to tell us who finished projects. We had a lot of people finish projects this week. So why don't you give them a shout out?
A1 Darwin, Ange in the East, ×2, Baby Boxer Mom, ×2, Britter the Knitter, Gypsy the Dog, Katie Did What, Knit 1 Brew 2, Crafty Mama, ×2, Little Angel, SG2, ×5, Nana, PEI, Penny Gale, Phoenix Fire, POKDEJ, Brew CMC, ×2, Shirley Murley, ×3, and Twisting Pearls.
Great job, everybody. Yay. So keep up the great work. Keep posting those projects. There's a plane flying over us because, we're outside, and that happens because the Edinburgh airport is that way. And so it's obviously flying that way. Okay, so I think that's everything for the summertime calendar. So let's move on to the next segment.
And now it's time for Ask the Geeky Girls, the part of our show where you ask us things and we answer them.
That's right. So we have a 2-part question this week. So the first question's for me and then the second question's for you, but from the same question asker. Gosh, there should be a title for that. Not just question asker. The intriguing mind of a Geeky Girls Knit viewer. Something. I don't know. All right, Mare, what's the first question?
Okay, the questions come from Michelle, who is Zinnits 130 from Illinois, who asks, Cece, how did you fall in love with the color pink?
So, pink has not always been my favorite color. As the one that I can remember first that happened was yellow. And I even had a yellow car, which makes Damaris happy because we played the yellow car game from Cabin Pressure. And so, yellow car makes Damaris happy. And then probably like most any female from the early to mid 90s that were, teenagers in that decade, I had the love affair with hunter green and maroon. And then...
That's Christmas colors.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, just a deeper, darker. I remember I had a dress shirt that was white and hunter green and maroon stripes. And
vertical stripes?
No, horizontal.
Oh my gosh, it's even worse.
And then you've seen it because of my senior pictures. You know what I'm talking about? That I was wearing it in one of them.
I think so.
Yeah. And I had a bedspread that was hunter green and maroon. Yeah, not my colors anymore. And then at some point it switched over to pink, and I don't know what that point was. Maybe it was when we found out we were having a baby girl. Maybe it was around that time. But pink has just become a part of everyday life for me. Obviously, I have pink hair, pink glasses, pink jewelry, pink water bottle, pink iPad case. What else do I have pink over here? Pink, pink, pink. And the hubs has gone along with it. I've kind of pulled him along with it because we have quite a lot of pink stuff in the house. The really funny thing, though, I was talking about this to somebody the other day. Not much of my clothing is pink, says I, who has on pink capri pants today. But a lot of my knitted accessories are pink, but most of my actual clothing is blacks, blues. Yeah, blacks and blues, especially for like everyday casual wear. Yeah, so I'm not totally sure how I fell in love with pink, but I am so glad that I did because I love it so very much. Is that a good answer to the question?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you your question. Damaris, what is your favorite color and how did you start to like this color?
Well, I like purple,
Mm-hmm.
but I also like other colors like green, or red,
Mm-hmm.
or yellow, but I like purple, so
Why? Why do you love purple?
I don't know.
Is it because it's Bruce Banner?
Probably.
Yeah, because you do love Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
But you tend to go through phases when you fall in love with another character or another TV show or another comic book person or movie or whatever. You go through a phase of falling in love with the color associated with them.
Yeah.
That is the truth.
Yeah.
So,
I need a green nail polish so I can play nails like purple and green.
that'd be probably pretty cool. I bet we could do that. You should have purple and green striped hair.
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Or purple with green tips. Or green with purple tips. Yeah, that sounds much more adventurous than we actually are. So I think that probably answers the question. Thank you so much, Michelle, for asking the question. Mara, if somebody has a question for us, what should they do?
Go to our Ask the Geeky Girls thread in our Ravelry group and post it.
Yep, and we'll answer pretty much everything. All right. Well, we have a review and then a giveaway, so we probably should move on to the next segment. All right, now it is time for a review. So we are going to review this quarter's Pom Pom Quarterly. So this is the summer 2015 issue. It is issue number 13, and they talked about at the beginning about if 13 is lucky or unlucky, which was kind of fun. So since we're outside, and there's a dog over there trying to say hello to us. He would prefer to be on the podcast with us. He's actually going to take a walk with his owner, I do believe. So since we're outside, and I'm not sure how good you're going to be able to see the pages, I'm going to put pictures of the patterns on the screen. So let's start. I was going to flip back here so we have the actual pattern details. So do you want to start with the first one, and we'll just talk about, there's 8 of them, so we'll just talk about all 8 of them.
I don't know how well I'll pronounce them.
I feel that way with all the names because I was trying to save a picture from each of the patterns before we came over to the park, and so I was putting the names of the pattern as the name of the image, and I was like, yeah, we're going to butcher the names of these patterns, so forgive us in advance. We're not trying to. All right, go for it.
Michelada by Nadia Stallings.
So what do you think of this?
I like it.
So it is a short-sleeved cropped top, done in 4-ply fingering weight with 3.25 mil US 3s and 5 mil US 8s needles. We've talked about this repeatedly when we've done reviews of Pom Pom Quarterly, how much we love that their sizes are wide spanning, so it'll fit most everyone, and that they tell us what size the model is and what size she is wearing of the item. I do like this top, but I would want to make it longer because crop tops are not for me. Because they don't, yeah, no. But I think this would look really cute on you. I like the neckline, that kind of scoop. That's really, really nice. So, all right, let me talk about the next one. This is the Greco by Courtney Spainhauer. It is another summer top. I really, really, really love the idea of the solid white stripes with the lace detail only in the blue stripes. I think that's kind of fun. They call it a boxy top, which I agree with, and I don't know I can't remember which picture I saved of this, but the back has a I-cord tie on it. Let's see the details about this. It is done in sport weight yarn with US 6 4-mil needles. Yeah. I think it's cute. But again, it's cropped, and so if I made it, I would have to lengthen it because, yeah, we just talked about that. All right, you want to mention the next one?
It's the Palila by Natalie Sells.
I think that's right. It's hard to read. It's white on yellow, so it's hard to read. What do you think of this?
It doesn't look like a summer pattern. It looks too warm.
It does.
But I like it.
I'm in love with it. This is my favorite thing from this one. They say in the description that it would be good for summer nights when it's like getting cooler, you know, when the sun has gone down and you're on the beach and that cool wind is blowing in. I adore the pockets on this. They're so adorable, so adorable. This is done in DK weight with 4.5 mil US 7 and 5 mil US 8 needles. It's worked in pieces from the bottom up, which is my only hesitation to knitting this, because I think I've done one piece sweater before and I wasn't thrilled with how it turned out. I need to take like a finishing techniques class or something to make it work. So, but I really, really, really do love this. The pockets just are calling my name. They're so, so cute. All right, is it my turn next? Okay, so next up we're going to talk about the Alkmaar, which is by Hannah.
Misijuska?
Sure, we'll go with that. So,
I like it.
I do too. I love it. So from the front, it's just a solid stockinette, but the back is this huge lace pattern. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Love it, love it. It is done with 4-ply fingering weight, and they did it in merino linen, which just pops the design elements. It's done on US 2.5, 3 mil needles, US 4, 3.5 mil needles. And it is done from the top down using a contiguous method with short row, shoulder, and neckline shaping, which I could totally go for. It's similar to what I'm doing with my Mia, where the top, front, and back are worked flat to the underarm and then joined in the round. I love, 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 love this. I love that it's longer, so it's more of a tunic length. I love it. I love it. What do you have to say about it? Are you fighting the bugs? Yeah. Do you want to say anything else about it? No, it's beautiful. It's my other favorite in this issue. The pages are stuck together. All right, you're up.
This is Azulejo, I think, by Judith Brand.
So what is this?
It's a crocheted pouch,
Yeah,
purse
thingy. Yeah, I would call it maybe like a little pursette. Is that a real word?
Clutch.
Clutch. There you go. So it is done with sport weight yarn and a 3 mil US C or D crochet hook. Neither one of us are crocheters, obviously, but it's a cute pattern. It reminds me of like South American design elements to it. So, oh yeah, they talk about that it's reminiscent of the glazed ceramic tiles in Spain and Portugal. Oh, and the name means tile in Spanish. That it also contains the word azul, meaning blue. So maybe it's azulejo. Maybe. All right. Then we have a cowl, which is the Manzanilla by Claire Lakewood.
Well, if it's Spanish, it would be Nia.
Yeah, it would. Manzanilla. That sounds better.
Manzanilla.
I would
Like
say,
sarsaparilla.
no, I think you're right the first time. Manzanilla. It is a 4-ply fingering weight cowl. They knit it in linen, which really, really works for this. It's one size, 117 centimeters, 46 inches circumference, and 17.5 centimeters, 7-inch deep. It's done on US 8 4 mil needles, and it's a lace pattern. It's really nice. I think it's a really nice, just light summer cowl. I think it's pretty. What do you think? You like it? The model in this one is just amazing. They picked a brilliant model to model all this stuff. Okay, do you want to talk about this one?
The pomelo, also by Claire Lakewood.
Oh, which one did she also do? Did she do the? Oh, she did the cowl I just talked about.
It's a bag.
It is a bag. What does it look like to you?
I don't know.
Beach ball.
Oh.
But also deck chairs. Deck chairs is what they say. So this is done on DK light worsted weight with US 4's 3.5 mil needles. And it's a good like market bag size. Like it would be good to go to the farmer's market and get fruit and veggies. It's got a really interesting construction though. And I don't even know how to describe it. But I was reading through the pattern and I was like, oh, okay. So I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know if I have enough if I would with my amount of knitting time available, if I would choose to knit a bag. But it's very pretty. What do you think? Yeah. And then is this the final one? Yes, it is. So this is the Talavera by Amanda B. Collins, who is Owl Print Panda. She had a booth across from us at Edinburgh Yarn Festival. So yay. This is gorgeous. It is also the back cover. I don't know if you can see it. The back cover piece for this issue. It is a extremely lacy top done in 4-ply fingering weight using US 6 4mm needles. I love how the shoulders and collar have that nice little roundness to them. What do you think of this? Yeah. I could see you wearing it like over a summery dress.
You can see me wearing all the cropped things.
Yes, because you
Like
could actually,
Jess.
because you could like actually wear them and I
Like
couldn't.
Jess.
Yes, like Jess, the owner of our local yarn shop.
Okay, if you ever knit me a sweater, it has to be a craft sweater.
Apparently so. Yeah, I'll get right on knitting you a sweater. It'll go in line behind the like 5 that I'm supposed to be knitting. Do you have any thoughts on it that you want to say? No, it's cute. I like it. Okay, and then the rest of the magazine, they have an article by Anna Maltz talking about summer knitting. It's called Some Are Knitting, and talking about the different things that to take into account when you're choosing summer projects. They have an amazing recipe for a peach and thyme. Thyme. How do you say that? Do you say it thyme or thyme? I've heard it both ways. Sangria by Rebecca Lawrence, and it sounds so yummy. And I took a picture of the page and sent it to my good friend Katie, and was like, we gotta try this. And then their tutorials for this issue are a backward loop cast on and an I-cord tutorial. I always love the hand-drawn illustrations for these. And then we have an article from Jane Howarth called Going for Gold, and she's talking about the golden ratio and how it can be used in knitting to have correct proportions of details like pockets or choosing sleeve length and things like that. So then we have this interview by Charlotte Rivers, and she's interviewing the Swiss company Anna and Juan, and they do natural dyeing. And then there's also a recipe instructions for doing natural dyeing with onion skins. So I thought that was pretty cool. That could be a fun little project. And I believe that is everything. So what did you think of this issue?
I liked it.
Yeah, there's a couple that I really like. Others that I think would look cute on other people, but aren't necessarily for me. We also talked about off air that they've changed the texture.
Yes.
How do you feel?
It's not like it used to be.
I prefer the older texture as well. I don't even know how to describe it. This is more, I guess this is more slick, and the other was more matte.
It was soft.
It was soft. So I don't know if they're just trying this or if they're going to this, but we preferred the other format. Okay, so this
It's still a beautiful magazine.
it is still a beautiful magazine, and the only magazine that we buy, other than if there is something about us in a magazine, like for the retreat was in that other one. So, and I love that you also, when you buy the hard copy of it, you get a download code to download it into your Ravelry library. So this is Pom Pom Quarterly, issue number 13, summer 2015. It retails for £9.50. 50 pence. Sorry, we purchased this ourselves, and we've just given you an honest review of it. All right, we have a giveaway, so we should move on to the next segment. All right, we are very, very, very excited to have an amazing review and giveaway to share with y'all today. So we were contacted by the indie designer, Amy Crook, and her Etsy shop is Amy's Not Dead Yet. I've put a link to all of her social medias in the show notes. So here is one of her business cards. She does gorgeous geeky drawings. So let me show you so she sent us a few of her business cards. So here's one of them, the 10th Doctor. Here's another of the TARDIS. And you had one, they didn't make it into the bag to come over here. What was it?
Q and the 11th Doctor.
Okay. And she also sent us some stickers. So here's some TARDIS stickers. and some Sherlock and John stickers. I love the wallpaper one. But she also sent us bookmarks and greeting cards. And she was so overly generous that she gifted us an entire second set to give away to y'all. So we're going to show you what we got, and then we'll talk about the giveaway and how to enter and all that. So do you want to start with what you got in your hands?
I got Bond and Q marks. So
They're so cute. Okay, and then we have a Sherlock and John set of bookmarks. So there's John with a bottle of pills in his hand. And there's Sherlock with an apple core. And there's John with a phone with Sherlock on it. Can you see Sherlock on it? Isn't that funny? And here's one of Sherlock with John on it. Do you want to do these bookmarks?
sure. Put that back on.
Yeah, I'm just piling mine over here. I was going to put them back on later.
And these are lots of Doctor Who bookmarks.
All right, so show them all because they're so cool.
Okay. I have no idea who this is because we can't see it.
Weeping Angel, don't blink.
Angel. This is
TARDIS, yep. Exterminate. I can't get this back on here. It's okay. Captain Jack. Oh my gosh, he was back on Arrow.
Why didn't you talk about this during TV?
Because I just remembered. And the hubs happened to walk in the room while I was watching it because he like got home when I had like 10 minutes left. And I was like, oh my gosh, John Barrowman is back. And he was like, I thought he died. And I was like, no, he's back. And he's training Thea to be evil. Okay, back to this. Yes, there's 11. And 9. I think the hubs is going to have that one because he loves 9. And 10. And 12. There's that one. And then she also sent us greeting cards. So this one I think is also going to have to go to the hubs. The 9th Doctor, you were fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. That one's blank inside. And then we have this one called No Hugs. So it's got 10, 11, and 12. No hugs. That one's also blank inside. But I think she'll customize them to however you want them. So here's a birthday one with 10. You've survived another year of wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff. Happy birthday. And that one's blank inside. This one is your favorite. Calm, cool, and collected. Also cool. So there's Spock and Sherlock and 11. And that one's blank inside. Here is a Sherlock in gray. I love this one. And that one's blank inside. And then this one, I adore this. This is Sherlock with the wallpaper and the hedgehog. And inside it says, blood spatters red, corpse lips are blue, but murders are boring when I'm without you. These are fantabulous. Fantabulous. The artwork is just gorgeous. Sorry, we had to pause a minute because there was this couple walking, these 2 big fluffy dogs, and the dogs, I think, wanted to come be part of the podcast. But
I wanted to pet them.
they were so fluffy, weren't they? You love fluffy dogs. Okay, so Amy sent us all this stuff, and then she sent us another complete set of all of that. So what we decided to do is we're going to have 3 winners, because that way we can spread the love. So each winner will get a couple of greeting cards and some bookmarks, and then we'll try to divide this small stuff up so that everybody gets kind of saying, here come more dogs. Apparently, this week has gone to the dogs. I guess it's our episode title, in which we've gone to the dogs.
Come to me, puppies.
Remember that, because I can't write it down right now. So how do you win? So what we want you to do is go to Amy's Etsy shop, which is amy'snotdeadyet.etsy.com. And when you go to her Etsy shop, we want you to find your favorite thing in the shop, then pop over to our Ravelry group, find the giveaway thread, and post in there what your favorite item is. I don't remember what I said last. We paused again because there was more dogs. So go to Amy's Etsy store, amy'snotdeadyet.etsy.com. Find your favorite item, then pop over to our Ravelry group, find the giveaway thread, and post in that thread what your favorite item is. What are you doing?
There's so many cars.
I think people are like maybe getting off of work. Maybe they work like whatever to 3, since it's cooler in the morning to work. So maybe that's what it is. I don't know, because there's a just behind us, or in front of us. there is a place that has like maintenance and groundskeeping and stuff. And so we keep seeing people in and out of that stuff. So, okay, let's get back to this about Amy, because Amy is an amazing artist. Amazing, and we are just overwhelmed by her generosity. We're going to leave this giveaway open for 2 weeks. So the winners will be announced on episode 146. You must be a member of our Ravelry group in order to enter. Otherwise, if you're not and we draw your number, we will pick a new winner. And if you are a winner when we announce the winners, you will have 30 days to claim your prize or you will forfeit it. Yeah, so I hope you're okay with the fact that we're having to like crop little segments together. We apologize if it's distracting. We're doing our best. We would like to say huge thanks to Amy for your generosity. We are overwhelmed by your kindness, and we love everything you sent. And in fact, most of what you sent is going to end up on a wall being displayed because the art is just so beautiful that we want to display it. So thankfully, all of us are geeky, and we appreciate geeky art. So thank you so much for your generosity. And for all our viewers, check out Amy's stuff. She has some amazing stuff, and she's willing to work with you to, you know, like make the insides of the card say what you want it to say. Or if you have an idea for something for her to draw, she's very happy to have a conversation with you about that to see if you can make it work. So definitely check out her shop. Don't miss out on trying to win some of her amazing art. And thank you, Amy. I think that's it for this part of this segment, so let's move on to the next segment. All right, that's it. Oh my goodness. Again, we say we're sorry if it was too cobbled together or whatever. We hope that the beautiful view behind us and the birds chirping and the summer living that's going on is enough to compensate for having to cobble things together a little bit when there was distracting noises. I think next time we record outside, if we do again, we probably will not do close to this facility because there was just a little too much noise of trucks and machines going in and out. Just a reminder that we are Amazon.com and Amazon.co.uk affiliates. If you click through our website to purchase on Amazon, Amazon gives us a little back, which helps support the podcast. Thanks to you that do that. We really appreciate it, and it helps with shipping out all the prizes, like the 20 prizes or so we had last week, and things like that. So we appreciate your support. Mare, where can everybody find us online?
You can find us at geekygirlsknit.com. There are links to everywhere else we're online: YouTube, iTunes, Ravelry, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc.
That's right. So with that, we are going to tell you goodbye. We hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. We hope that you are experiencing as beautiful weather as we are. When we left the flat, it was 20 degrees Celsius, which is about, what did I say, like 68 Fahrenheit? So it's just a gorgeous day. I have on capris and just a t-shirt, no jacket. It's gorgeous. We've had our windows open. The flowers are blooming. The rose bushes outside our window are just about to open up. It's just gorgeous summer day. So, yeah, we'll say goodbye. Hope you have a great rest of your week. Happy knitting. Talk to you next time. Bye.
Bye.
I loved the colors. Damaris is trying to get a bug to go away. Here, you want this piece of paper to encourage it? There you go. It's gone.
And you better run.
You better run. That's right. Run. Okay, so what is it saying? Oh, like from any, almost any, oh, is there a bug on my foot now?
No, grass.
Grass. Okay. Grass is okay. We can deal with it. Oh, sorry. My ring's just banged on the bench. Sorry, it's a metal bench.